How's everyone doing? Hello, how's everyone doing this morning? Good? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wow, that was amazing, right? First of all, we have our new member today. So can you stand up just for a little bit? Let's give a round of applause. And let's give her our special greeting for our first time member. So everyone stand up first, just for a second. Let's stand up and say it together. 1, 2, 3. We love you. Alright, you guys can sit down. Wow, amazing. So, this year, over my junior year in high school, I think I found one of my passions. For me personally, which is psychology, and I don't know, I just love psychology, and so I decided to take a higher level of psychology in my school, a 2-year class, and one of the first things I learned in psychology is the 6 basic needs of a human. And so today, when I was trying to prepare what to say, when I was trying to find something special to share with you today, God reminded me of these 6 human needs. And I'll just share with you really quick. The first one is certainty. So every human needs to feel safe, they need to feel comfortable, they need to feel secure, predictable, protected. The second human need is significance. So that means all of us need to feel important, we all need to have achievements, we need to be respected, special, needed. The third one is all humans need creativity or variety. So that means we need to, we need to be challenged, we need to be different, we need to take a risk. Another one is we need a connection or we need love. Every human needs a connection and love. And that's the need to feel together, to be part of a community, to have passion, to have unity. And another thing a human needs is growth. So it means that all of us need to develop, all of us need to learn, all of us need to strengthen each other. And the last one is contribution. Every human needs to be contributing to a cause, to a team, to a family, whatever it may be. And so, when I was preparing what to share about, God reminded me of these things. And He also showed me a verse. We're going to open up to Proverbs chapter 16, verse 5. Proverbs, can everyone see that? Somewhat? Okay. Let's read it together. 1, 2, 3. You, Lord, are all I have, and you give me all I need. My future is in your hands. Let's say it together one more time. 1, 2, 3. You, Lord, are all I have, and you give me all I need. My future is in your hands. Amen. So, like I shared earlier, if we humans need things, God is the person who provides for us. Amen. So, if we need things that only God can provide, that means we need to stay close to Him. For example, an illustration like, for example, a laptop, right? A laptop, you nowadays is really expensive, thousands of dollars, a MacBook, a Dell, I don't even know what's next. But the thing about a laptop is, all of them need internet from a Wi-Fi or an Ethernet cable, right? I mean, you can buy an expensive laptop and use it without internet, but that's not maximizing the ability. You know what I mean? And that laptop is just like us. With our own power, with our own strength, we're good enough, but we're not maximizing our ability. Because when we are connected to the source, when we are connected to everything that we need, that is when we can maximize our lives. Right? So today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about who our God is. So many times we worship God, we say we love God, we come to church every Sunday, we read the Bible, we say we love God, but sometimes we don't realize who He is. Because from this verse, it says that all we need is God, right? We don't need any riches. We don't need any, expensive clothing. We don't need any smartphone. We don't need any laptop. But if we have God, we have all we need, right? So I just wanted to talk a little bit about it. And the first thing the first point is that God is the God of creativity and contribution. So God of creativity and contribution. So, like I said earlier, all humans, they need to feel creative, They can't live a stable life, routine every day. But everyone needs to, be creative and contribute to a team. Like, if some of you know Pastor Jeffrey, who visited our church a couple weeks ago, he said it best. Our God is a creative God, right? Just imagine, God was so creative. He made the world and gave Adam to name all the creatures, to take care of his world. Sometimes I just wonder, what was it like when Adam first named all the animals, right? Sometimes I just, in my room, I'm just thinking about it. Like, I was just thinking about it last night. Maybe after God created Adam, he was like, hey, Adam. Or just, hey, since he's like the only one there. He's like, hey, Adam. He was like, and then Adam was like, yo, God, what's up? And he was like, God was like, so I have a job for you. So I'm going to bring in these animals, these creatures, walking the land, swim in the sea. I'm going to bring them one by one, and you're going to name them. He's like, okay, sure. And then God was like, good, because I'm saving the animals 2 by 2 for Noah. And I was like, what? He's like, oh, no, nothing. And so when the first animal came in, Adam was like, he was just scanning the creatures like, hippopotamus. And it was like, God was like, okay. Then in the background, I just imagined an angel typing on their keyboard, hippopotamus, is that 2 P's or 1 P? And then, they keep typing and recording all the animals. And then God brought in the next animal. Adam was like, get ready, dark-billed platypus. And then God was like, wow. The angels they whispered to God, they're like, where'd you get this guy from? And then God was like, oh, I just got some dirt in my knee and I just got some dirt in my sandal and I blew it. Right? But God was like, man, Adam, you're the man. Like literally, you're the only man. And then, so after a couple of days, God kept bringing more animals. And then Adam was like, man, I'm running out of ideas. And then this last animal, God's like, all right, Adam, this is your last animal. This is the final animal. What do you want to name it? And Adam's like, what's your name again? He said, God, G-O-D. I'm like, okay. How do you spell God backwards? D-O-G. Got it, dog. So, sometimes we don't realize the creativity that God gives us in our life, right? And so, if our God is a creative God, and we are His people, and we are His sons and daughters of God, then we also need to be creative, right? And also, God is the God of contribution. That means after He gave us creativity, He gives us a place where we can put our creativity in, right? Whether it's music, whether it's singing, whether it's dancing, whether it's drawing or painting or whatever it is, God gives us a place where we can express our creativity, right? So God is the God of creativity and contribution. And the second thing I learned is that God, He is the God of certainty and growth, right? So that means that if we fully search for God, and we put the kingdom of God first, then He gives us a certainty in our life. That even though this world may not be okay, even though this world has so many problems, but after this world, there is an eternal life that He prepared for us. Amen? So when we receive Jesus and pursue Jesus, there's going to be certainty and growth in our life. Right? Have you ever heard of the term growing pains? growing pains. I'm pretty sure everyone heard of that, right? Simply put, to sum it up, growing is necessary, but sometimes it hurts. Let me say it one more time. Growing is necessary, but sometimes it just hurts. Right? Right? So if God is trying to grow, for example, our blessing, if God is trying to grow our relationship with our family, if God is trying to grow something in our life, sometimes it just hurts. Right? Because more times than not, God is trying to grow something in our life through problems. Sometimes we ask God, why is this problem here? I thought, some people say, if you're Christian, I thought you don't have any problems anymore. Right? But simply put, God gives us problems in our life so that we can grow. Right? Just imagine if this world was perfect already. Imagine if there's no problems, if there's no fighting, nothing, and this world is just, peaceful, perfect. Then nobody would grow. Nobody would learn anything if this world was already perfect. Right? And God also gives us problems so that we can prepare us for the future. I have a short story, right? So, when I was around 9 years old, right now I'm 16, so 7 years ago, 9 years old, I remember the first time my friend from school invited me to a sleepover. At first I didn't know what that was. I was like, sleepover? What is that? And he was like, you're gonna stay at my house, we hang out, we watch movies, whatever, and then the next day in the morning you can go home. I'm like, okay, sounds fun. So after I asked my parents, they said yes. And then, so we got there in the afternoon, late afternoon. So we got there, we were hanging out, we were eating, whatever. And then it got around bedtime, around maybe 10 or 11 p.m. And I was like, I was just thinking to myself, because I went to the bathroom and I was just washing my hands. I was just contemplating. I was like, man, I really miss my parents. Truly, because when I was 9 years old, I still remember, I still slept with my parents. I slept in the middle. My parents were on either side. I was the only child at the time. Don't blame me, okay? But at that moment, I was just, washing my hands. I was like, man, I miss my parents. And then I remember a little tear came out. I was like, man, I miss my parents, man. And then so after that, I remember I asked my friend, my friend's mom, for her phone. And I tried calling my parents. I was like, Mom, Dad, I really miss you. And they were like, oh, it's okay, we'll pick you up in the morning. I was like, okay, that's fine. And so, I could barely sleep at night. I was turning in my friend's bed. And then the morning finally came. I was the first one awake. I was like, you know what? I'm ready to go home. And then a couple years later, I think around 3 years ago, was the first time I went to Indonesia. As some of you know, I went there by myself for a month. So it was my first international flight by myself. I was kind of scared. And I remember the first night, since Indonesia, there's the time zone is different by 12 hours. So if it's here, if it's 1 in the morning, in Indonesia it'd be 1 in the afternoon. So I remember the first day I got off the plane, I went to my relative's house. It was around 4 p.m. And so it'd be 4 a.m. here, and I was so jet lagged. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a little nap in my relative's bed, and then I'll wake up. I'll be good. I'll be ready. So I slept at 4 p.m. My phone was by my side. When I woke up, the whole room was dark. I checked my phone. It was 4 a.m. I slept 12 hours, and then now I had nothing to do. At the time, my parents weren't there again, so I started to cry again. When I was 13, I was like, man, sleepover is 1 day, but this is 1 month. I'm not gonna be with my family for 1 month. And I was just thinking about it. I was so sad. I was so devastated. I remember when Facebook was really popular, I remember writing on my Facebook wall, I was like, man, I miss America. And then there's so many people who are like, no, it's okay, you'll get better. And then, So at the end, after a couple of days, I was kind of sad. But until the end of my trip, the last day, then I was sad to leave, and I was sad to leave all the friends that I made, and I finally went back to America. And so the problems God gives us in our lives, at the moment it may seem scary, right? It may seem like we have no way out. But once we look back at it, once we see it for what it is, then it's just something that God gives us to make us grow, right? So our God is the God of certainty and growth. And this last thing is that our God, He is the God of love and significance, right? Because this world, it may try to give us significance, it may try to give us some love, it may try to give us some attention, but if you realize in the middle of it, it's all empty, right? Like the world may try to give us love, the world may try to make us feel special, but at the end of the day, it's just empty. There's nothing in it. Because the only one who can truly fill this up is Jesus, right? Like what is said in that verse, that God is everything that we need. But without God, we have nothing. Right? And it's because that Jesus taught us love, not hatred. I'm pretty sure some of you, if you've been, walking around Philly, especially like around University City or Center City, there's so many people, if you see some of them, they have the sign, they have the blowhorn or something, and then, they're saying like, all gay people go to hell, or like, God hates gay people or something like that, Some of you see that, right? And even yesterday, some of the people from my school, there's like these two guys from my school, they posted on social media. Basically, they saw those group of people with the signs and, with the hate posters and stuff. And, they tried to play a game with them, they tried to make fun of them. So they got their own poster and they wrote things like free TK, free Meek Mills. If you guys know who that is, they're like rappers, So and then they put up those posters saying, free TK, free Meek Mills, something like that. And then they put it on the posters, and then they were standing right next to them. They got their pictures, whatever, right? And those people with the hatred posters, they call themselves Christian. Can someone open the door? Sorry. But like I was saying, they call themselves Christian. And then there's so many people who see that and think that every Christian hates other people. Every Christian hates people who aren't like them. But that's not true, right? Because Jesus teaches us to love, not hate, right? Yes, we know that being gay is wrong. Yes, we know that homosexuality in God's eyes is a sin. But that does not mean we hate the people that do it. We don't hate the people, but we hate their sin, right? Because I believe none of us is perfect in this place, right? I'm pretty sure some of us still lie sometimes. I'm pretty sure some of us still forget to read their Bible or something. But, it's not our right to be hating on those other people who sin differently. Because God taught us to love, not hate, right? So, I was actually inspired by those people. Those people with the hate signs, with the messages of hate, just spewing hate, just, hating other people. And I was inspired in our sister ministry, AG. I was inspired, me and other people. We are planning to do an outreach in May, because when I talk a lot of times to my other friends in school who aren't Christian, a lot of them think that all Christians are, hateful. All Christians hate everyone who's not like them. All Christians, they're judgmental, everything like that. But I want to start to flip the page. I want to start to flip flip the vision that people have of Christianity, right? And so in this outreach that we're planning to do in May, it might just be something simple, but it's something important that we need to do, right? It's so easy for us to come together inside here, but even for me, it's so much harder to do it outside there, right? So that's why we're planning to do this together in AG. We're planning to go to a public place and just talk about God, literally. Huh? Okay, we can talk about it after this, yeah. So basically what we're planning to do is just talk about God. Maybe we can sing a couple songs. So maybe we can share a word from God. But what we're planning to do is change the vision people have of Christianity, right? Because once again, like I said so many times, Jesus taught us to love, not hate, right? We are here in this world. We are here in this world not to conform to it, but to change the world. Don't let the world change us, right? So, in conclusion, who is God? Our God is the God of creativity and contribution. Our God is the God of certainty and growth. And our God is the God of love and significance. So that means whatever we need, and we feel like we're missing something, all we need to do is ask God to fill up our lives. So I invite everyone to stand up. And before we close this service, let's just take this time and ask God to give us anything that we need. If we feel we're lacking love, we can ask God for His eternal love. If we feel like we're lacking grace, we can ask God for His eternal grace. Let's just close our eyes. Let's just take this moment to worship God.